How Warren Buffett avoids the problem. It's a very important topic and it's a very interesting topic because I'm going to discuss one of the mental model concept. Guys, let's get into the topic. The chart which you're seeing the circle and the white dots and then block circle. It says that there is a two important topics are there and those are very important for your life and as well as investing because just see in the chat the two things are there and you have to obey yourself that if you know one concept you have to say I know that. If you don't understand and you don't know that concept you have a capacity to say that I don't know that concept. Buffett uses this is a simple formula. Buffett used that if a Buffett don't know, Warren Buffett don't understand that concept, if he don't understand that business, he don't invest, he don't replicate, or he don't showcase himself that yeah, I'm the world biggest investor, I'm the billionaire. I have to say, if I don't understand also I have to say that I know. No, Buffett don't say like that. He say, if he know that he'll say I yes, I know that concept, I know that company, I can invest in that. If you don't understand that, you don't invest. Buffett says that I don't invest in India because I don't know how the companies will make money. That's okay. That's okay. That's in a different context. He said that, but the whatever the concept we received, it's in a different tone. In the same way, if you observe that, there is a two things are there, like what you think you know and what you don't know, and accept that you don't know. If you don't understand and you think that yeah, I know that, that's the most dangerous thing in the stock market, in a life, in a business. Because if you can invest only when you can understand that particular company, when you can understand that particular business, and when you can understand that particular product, how product they are selling, and what kind of product, what how that product is satisfying the other customer. Let's take an example of shampoo. You know why shampoo will use, why soaps will use, why ITC, HCL, Hindustan Unilever, what the purpose of HCL, what products are there, you can understand. Why Ashirwad Atta, why coconut oil, why Dabur, why Parachute, you can understand that businesses. You can invest. So Parachute based, you know the coconut oil, they derive the oil from the coconuts. It's a coconut oil, but they'll make us a edible oil. That's a different story. But you know that it's a coconut oil. You have to understand that it's a concept of circle of competence. This is one of the most famous and important concept in mental model, the circle of competence. You have to differentiate whether I'm able to accept saying that yeah, I know that I can understand this business, or I already understand this business. But if you accept yourself that I don't know that concept, I can't invest, that's where you can start the successful investment journey. If you want to successful in your life, if you want to successful in investing, if you want to successful in a job, whatever career, anything, you have to understand the circle of competence concept. This is a circle of competence. It's a white box says that you think but you don't know that, and one thing you know that you know very little bit, a very tiny part, you know that you don't know the broader space. You have to accept that I don't know the broader space. I'll give an example also. If you don't know the broader space, just leave that. You can't, you don't, there is a no saying or there is a no hardcore rule that you have to know everything as investing or a student or a professor, everything. If you don't know that, just accept that. That's a only simple rule Warren Buffett follows. And if, let's see the examples and you will understand better. This is Warren Buffett says that. What Warren Buffett says, what an investor need is the ability to correctly evaluate selected businesses. Note that there is a word selected. Just I'm reading. I already written. Just I'm reading for your purpose. You don't have to be expert on every company or even many. You don't need to be expert in 1,000 companies, 500 companies, or whatever the listed in NSE or Nasdaq or Dow Jones. And you don't need to be expert in each and every company, in each and every industry, each and every company. You don't need to be that. You have only have to able to evaluate companies within your circle of competence. What is the meaning of real meaning of circle of competence? Let's say, let's discuss. I'll give a very thin example. Suppose you are studying an accounting. Your circle of competence is accounting only. If someone come and says that, have you understand the equal to MC square? You have to say, I don't know equal to MC square. I know journal entry, I know triple column, I know balance sheet, I know auditing, all those taxation. You can say that. But if someone comes and says that, can you explain me equal to MC square? No, you don't have, because you are out of the circle of competence. You have to be in a way in a circle of competence. This is what Warren Buffett says, that he invests only based on the companies which he understood. Yeah, paisa, how they make money. He understands the concept of how they make money, then the business model, then the product, then only he'll invest. He don't invest in a raw or any companies, like because he's a billionaire. He don't invest like that. This is a simple concept. Just read that lines, you'll understand everything. And another thing Buffett says that he, whenever you're honest about where your knowledge is lacking and where you're vulnerable and where you can improve, the world is dynamic. Yes, you have to accept that. You have to accept your circle of competence and you have to accept your knowledge. If you don't under accept yourself as a, yeah, I don't know, yeah, I have to read it, I have to watch videos, I have to read articles, I have to write myself, I have to do a lot of other things to get understand. If you don't accept like that, it will worst case for the investors and your life also, because knowledge gets updated, and so you must be in a circle based on your understanding. Suppose you're an investor, you don't know anything about biotechnology or a technology, how companies are running, like happiest mind. Happiest mind is a technology company. You don't understand, you don't know about how technology works. Just read a little bit about technology, how the technology is growing, what the CAGR ratio is there, what kind of different companies are associating with that particular company, how they are using. Just read a piece of paper, just to try to synon collect the glimpse of that particular technology. Just glimpse in, just understand the synopsis of that particular technology. Your knowledge will update, right? And you help yourself that to increase your circle of competence. And you have to figure out where your aptitude operates within the cycle, and never be afraid to say that. Then guys, this is a very important line. Never be afraid to say that I don't know. Don't afraid to say that I don't know. If you don't understand the topic, just say I don't know. This is another formula Warren Buffett avoids the problem. That's why he's become so successful investing in the world. He's a master, he's a creator, I can say that. Just see the, let's run through an example. Let's just I just this is a very simple example I have taken. It's a restaurant. You guys know that how a restaurant economics will work and what are the things a restaurant need. Suppose if you want to invest in a restaurant company, just okay, it's in your circle, because sometimes you will visit in a restaurant, you know that tables are required, chairs are required, cook is required, and space is required. Cook has to food. I mean, server has to serve the food to the clients. You have to expand the traffic. You know that this kind of, and that there's a price parity. You have to properly where is the what price I have to sell. This is the basic understanding, and a little bit of accounts, like if you can evaluate the, I mean, how much sale we are doing, how much money we are spending based on the salaries or chairs, or based on food items and raw materials. It's a basic example. So after that, how much money you can get into your pocket. If you know that, this is simple. You can invest in the restaurant stocks. You can, I'm not saying restaurant stocks only, that's based on the simple thing. Simple, you can understand the restaurant business, or you can invest. You can understand the restaurant businesses, it's a simple, because you can estimate that what are the things which are required in a restaurant: tables, chair, cook, fish, like a smart, whether if you're on like a Chinese bandi or Chinese food restaurant, any restaurant in the same kind of a scenario is there, right? But food taste or all those things will differ. But you can easily estimate the restaurant. So you can have a circle of competence in a restaurant business. You can invest in restaurant stocks also. This is how you have to figure into the every company. Suppose if you want to invest in companies which you don't understand, If you invest, it won't give a returns. I live about the returns. You won't estimate during the market fluctuations. You don't have a capacity to save yourself that. And let's link it to this point. Let's link it to this point. Just see, you don't suppose if I asked in a restaurant, you can assess the what kind of raw material is required, blah blah things like waiter, chefs, all blah blah things, you can say that. But if I ask you that, can you invest in a biotech company, can you please describe in the same manner like which you described in the restaurant business, is it not possible? Because biotechnology company or drug companies, a lot of molecules, lot of it's a very plenty of processes there. So it's the same with the same apply with the investing world and life also, man. That's the reason Warren Buffett avoids the problem. Don't try to pull your leg. Don't try to step into the businesses or investment which you don't understand. People try to jump into the cryptocurrencies, because if you know the cryptocurrencies about the blockchain or digital ledger and what the scope of why cryptocurrency will be, what the meaning of NFTs, metaverse, all those things, you can jump into the crypto world. If you lose also, no problem, but at least you can think that, yeah, I know the business, maybe because of market fluctuations I lost money, you can say that. But if you don't understand the concept, if you don't understand the business, if you step into the business that if you don't understand, there is a no use, man. You don't make money there. So if you ask the restaurant, you can say that. But if I asked in a biotechnology or drug company, you can't explain, because you don't know the actual biotechnology drug or how biotechnology companies will work. So this is a secret mantra of Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, a Charlie Munger, they'll stick into their own circle of competence. They don't say that they don't invest, which if they don't invest in a company where they don't understand the business model or how business will work. This is a most important thing I want to explain to you guys. And this is one of the, I can say, this best quotation will directly link into that. The founder of IBM, you know the IBM, right? IBM, the founder of IBM says that, Tom, I'm not genius, I'm smart in sports, but I stay around those sports. It's a perfect, right? It's a circle of competence. If you go out of your circle of competence, a lot of problems will create. Plenty of problems will create. So my request to you folks is that try to stay in your circle of competence. Please don't go behind your circle of competence. If you want to invest in, if you want to successful in investing world, if you want to success in your life, stay focused in your circle of competence. If you read, understand, gain your knowledge, then your circle of competence will enhance or increase. Then you can step into the other business or other investing world. Suppose if you want to invest in X company, try to understand, try to think yourself whether that company which I want to invest, that's in my circle of competence or not, whether I can understand the business model or not. Simple. Then you don't need to be a financial analyst, you don't need to ninja in Excel or blah blah things, man. Just simple things. Just how restaurant, just as I discussed in example in a video, restaurant business, same way you have to understand a little bit about that particular business. If you understand that, you are the king in this world. You will be successful in that. So this is all about how Warren Buffett avoids a problem. And I also discussed most important mental model is the circle of competence. Guys, we need requesting you to subscribe our channel. I made an promise that if I receive 50 subscribers, then I'll start the financial diet series. The financial diet series is one of the best series I can say in this YouTube. I'll bring a very quality and high quality content to you guys. Please subscribe our channel. Please requesting you to subscribe our channel. Learn more. You will promise you that you will learn more. You will learn more if you visit our channel and watch the video. Watch complete video, guys. So this is this week topic. Thank you. Thanks a lot.